Shortly after my match with Kane, I found out I needed surgery. Years of physical matches had finally caught up to me. As much as I had fought against it, I was forced to give up my WWE title that I fought so hard to win.
When will I come back? I have no idea. But I think all of you know the answer to this question. Will I come back? Yes! 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 Yes!
To make things worse, what was supposed to be a 6 to 8 week recovery eventually turned into 8 months of physical rehab and training to regain strength. Finally, I returned to WWE in late 2014 and went on to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
With over 70,000 people chanting yes. What an emotional moment for Daniel Bryan.
It appeared I was getting my career back on track, until a few weeks later when I suffered another injury. Almost a year after I had to relinquish the WWE title, I was now back in the same position, this time handing over the Intercontinental title.
The Intercontinental Championship deserves to be in this ring, and in this ring is where I am going to leave it.
I thought this was just another setback in my WWE journey that I'd have to overcome, but it turned out to be much more serious than that. As I went through the process of trying to get cleared by various doctors, I decided that it was time to take a step back and face an unfortunate reality. My in-ring career was over. On February 8th, 2016, in my home state of Washington, I said goodbye to everything I worked for and dreamed of.
It is with a heavy heart and the utmost sadness that I officially announce my retirement. I have loved this in a way that I have never loved anything else. And for that, I'm grateful.
After my retirement, I had to step away from WWE for a while. I needed some space. Plus, my wife, Brie, and I were trying to start a family. But after some time went by and my emotional wounds had somewhat healed, I returned to WWE as the general manager of SmackDown Live.
In this show, it's about the amazing superstars and giving them the opportunities that they deserve.
I was having a blast as GM, but it wasn't quite the same. Whenever I see new guys that are really talented, I was like, ooh, imagine the match I could have with that guy. So with Brie's encouragement, I didn't give up fighting for my dreams. Having our daughter really made me feel like I needed to come back. I think it's a strong message to really say like, hey, there are some things that people are gonna tell you no, and you have to keep fighting for it if you really believe in yourself. So I think that's an important lesson to teach our baby. And selfishly also, I wanted Birdie to be able to see me wrestle.
Look at all those people watching. Hi, can you say hi? He's a shy little bird.
A little over 2 years after I said goodbye in Seattle, I got the amazing news that I was able to return.
You need to fight for your dreams. And if you fight for your dreams will fight for you.
Fortunately, I got quite the welcome back from a couple of old friends.
Oh, Kevin, no! The general manager's fighting back against Owens and Zayn.
I propose Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
It was pretty surreal that I made my WrestleMania return in the same building where 4 years earlier I had the greatest night of my career. And in a lot of ways, this night meant even more.
It goes without saying that Shane is fighting an uphill battle right now, but Shane McMahon doesn't care.
You got to remember all the vitriol and contempt that Shane McMahon has had for months for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Well, Shane's understandably concerned about Daniel Bryan in his first match back in the ring, but Shane needs to be thinking about his own well-being. Shane McMahon finds his target with that one.
Look at Shane McMahon here.
Great offense by Shane McMahon.
Nice job by Shane McMahon. Owens is looking one step closer to the unemployment line.
Oh, Kevin Owens hates lines. You know he'll cut in that one too.
His partner wants in this match in a bad way, guys.
Can't say that I blame him. It's not easy watching your opponent do all the fighting.
Even before the ingenious attack from Owens and Zayn started this match, the odds have been in the yep movement's favor all night. Just look at the shape Bryan and Shane are in.
I actually agree with you, Corey. Bryan has 3 years of ring rust to shake off, in addition to 2 brutal attacks from Zayn and Owens. Meanwhile, Shane is dealing with an umbilical hernia, a staph infection, and diverticulitis. Owens and Zayn, however, are on the same page. We really need to see a miracle on Bourbon Street tonight.
Zayn is becoming the target of vengeance sought by SmackDown Live's authority figures.
This is only the start of the punishment Zayn and Owens so richly deserve.
That packed a punch.
Everyone's raving about Daniel Bryan's return tonight, but can we also take some time to celebrate that tonight is KO Mania 3?
What's ironic is that Kevin Owens has named the showcase of the Immortals after himself since 2016. But after Bryan fired him, we thought Owens would miss WrestleMania.
Whoa! Now we have Sami.
No, a kick out.
Remarkable. Oh boy, he is rolling. You guys brought up that KO Mania 3 almost didn't happen, but you neglected to mention that Owens had a match with Sami Zayn already set for WrestleMania. Shane McMahon made the match, and then they attacked him afterwards.
And all's well that ends well. Now Owens has a match even bigger than his ladder match at KO Mania 1 and his match with Chris Jericho at KO Mania 2.
Shane McMahon, big move coming.
That's a combination, bam!
Now that's how you make a statement.
Jeez, I don't like Sami Zayn's chances in this one.
I think it was an ill-advised decision for Shane to start this match after his partner was taken out.
I agree with you, Corey, but it's bold. Obviously, we know Shane doesn't always fight with his head, he fights with his heart. That is not the wisest decision, but Shane McMahon felt he had no other choice.
A lot of pride on the line here in this tag team encounter, but only 2 of these competitors will end up getting what they came for, the win.
You know, Saxton, in the same manner that it's bold for Shane McMahon to continue fighting, it's also approaching levels of stupidity. This is more guts than brains is what it is.
And now it's 2-on-1 here. You got to admire the boldness of Shane McMahon going into this fight without Daniel Bryan, but
Shane McMahon with the opportunity here.
Tonight is a culmination of pent-up emotions since SummerSlam. Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn have been at odds for months.
Oh, incredible move by Shane McMahon.
This one is over.
Shane McMahon with the cover.
Oh, and breaking things up is Kevin Owens.
Right across the injured abdomen.
Owens and Zayn fighting for their livelihood, fighting for their careers.
Here's a tag.
Owens now legal.
KO looking to go up to the top rope.
This will be such poetic justice.
Oh!
Frog splash! Cover on Shane!
No!
And breaking things up is Daniel Bryan.
Desperation on both sides here.
Well, Daniel Bryan was out of here. He left on a stretcher.
Well, he did, but he's now back. And Owens and Zayn are beside themselves.
Owens and Zayn thought it was a foregone conclusion.
Oh, no! Went for the cannonball. Shane moved out of the way. Bryan's back up on the apron. Oh, and what a right hand. Fighting back, trying to make a tag. Meanwhile, from behind, he's got him. Looking for a sleeper hold here.
Daniel Bryan wants the tag.
Almost, but not quite. And Shane now creates separation. Could this be his moment?
Shane absolutely desperate. Needs to make this tag and needs to make it now.
Can he get there? Can he make the tag to Daniel Bryan? If he does, this place will explode.
Shane crawling with everything he's got, trying to inch himself closer to Daniel Bryan.
Almost there, almost there.
Yes.
Tag made.
Here we go.
And here comes Daniel Bryan, his return to WWE in-ring competition. And Bryan unloading with the right hands. And look at Bryan go.
Knocks him off of the apron. Daniel Bryan is on fire right now.
Bryan attacking with a fury.
A moment we never thought we'd see. That's vintage Bryan as he lands on his feet.
Full speed ahead.
Bryan, down he goes. Bryan fired up.
Oh, wow.
Baseball slide takes him out.
Daniel Bryan from the apron.
The knee connects.
Now that's how you slam an opponent down, with authority.
Oh, what an elbow.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Incoming. Keep your eye on this one.
Daniel Bryan on the top rope. Oh, the missile drop kick.
Daniel Bryan came down hard. You got to wonder if the injuries are coming into play.
Bryan's just right. Uh-oh, from behind.
Oh, Daniel Bryan, though.
Rolls him off.
And now what does Bryan do? Turns his attention back to the corner. Ooh, the running drop kick. And the other one on the other side. And Daniel Bryan looks like the Daniel Bryan of old.
Like he hasn't missed a step.
Bryan controlling the entire tempo of this match by himself.
This is incredible. What a moment. Look at this.
He's displaying classic offense here. Turning it around, it's Sami Zayn with the reversal. Clearly on a mission here. You have to possess a different type of focus in an opponent like this.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
This could end it in a hurry. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
Game, set, match. This one is over. The situation just got real bad for Sami Zayn.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure. Corey, check this out.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Brings down his opponent, and here it is, Corey.
The yes lock! The yes lock is applied! That's what he was looking for, Michael.
What a tag team display. And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable kind.
Here are your winners, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
That may have been one of the most painful submission moves we've seen in a long time.
There's few things more humiliating than tapping out to your opponent.
I'd be curious to see how this win impacts the rest of the tag team division.
Since I've returned to the ring, everyone wants to know, what's next for Daniel Bryan? Well, I'm not even sure I know the answer to that question.
What a comeback story!
There are so many amazing superstars who I never got the chance to face before I retired. Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. The dream match possibilities are endless. If I've learned anything from my difficult road in WWE, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And no matter what obstacles life throws in front of you, you have to fight for your dreams. What would happen if Daniel Bryan faced Bryan Danielson?
This is pure competition and about to do battle.
Daniel Bryan's a little bit softer than Bryan Danielson. It's not my fault! And that comes from being in all these buildings where we have showers and trainers and tape available. Bryan Danielson on the Independents didn't have any of that. Like, you just go out there, it's gritty, it's rough, and you have to have a certain amount of mental toughness. But Daniel Bryan is a lot more savvy, a more intelligent in-ring performer, knows when to do stuff, why he's doing it. So Daniel Bryan versus Bryan Danielson, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm gonna let you decide.
Guys, this is a dream match right here. Daniel Bryan is taking on indie wrestling superstar Bryan Danielson.
It's going to be a nightmare for that Danielson nerd when the shoulders are down, and a kick out, not even close on that.
Gonna take a whole lot more.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool. These two guys have some similar moves. They must have trained at the same school or something, but I digress. Danielson's faster hitting, but Daniel Bryan has a slightly bigger repertoire.
This kind of offense he's known for. Oh, man.
And here we go now.
Corey, you mentioned the similarities of Danielson's repertoire to Daniel Bryan's. Danielson's running drop kicks are faster, but I don't think he has anything that can match Daniel Bryan's running knee.
Yep, Danielson is pretty much just an indie internet darling. That's it. Splashy fast moves that don't mean anything. Now Daniel Bryan's moves will keep you down for the count.
He's zeroing in on the arm now.
Just looking at these two guys tonight, you can see which one is a star. Daniel Bryan is wearing those fancy boots and has a well-manicured beard, while this dork Danielson is out here in boring white trunks and a shaved head. Who would ever shave their head?
Oh, just be nice, Michael. Maybe this Bryan
Submission time. Look at this. He let it go.
Curious decision there, Michael.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Daniel Bryan is just dominating this Danielson guy. We're seeing experience over youth on display right here.
Not everyone can be the exception to that idiom like me, Cole.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here. Will Bryan Danielson be able to continue?
One move after the other. It's devastating.
He's got the shoulders down. He may be a dweeb, but I'll say
Daniel Bryan overcomes his past.
Turning back the hands of time.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner,
Daniel Bryan has shown how much a man can learn, how much a man can grow when he's doing what he loves.
When you strive for 2 decades to be the best, these are your results.
When you get a one-on-one match like that, you hate to see one of them come up short. But that's just the harsh reality of it.
And what an incredible journey it has been to get to this.
Well, happy Earth Day, everybody.
So if I weren't doing this, I would like to be a farmer.
I love looking out here and seeing the beauty of it all.
I think it's a very rewarding experience to be out in the dirt with your hands and making food.